Hey guys, what's up? My name is Sev, and I just embarked on the journey of creating a juice company. And I kind of just wanted to catalog my entire experience to help others and just to see the progress of my growth in this new adventure. So I hope you tag along. Today I'm going to be talking about some of the basics to get your juice company up and going and just like the beginning steps of how to get it started. So first things first, you should discover your core values. What do you want your customers to feel when they see your juices, when they see your store, if you have a storefront, when they see your social media pages? What do you want your customers to feel? So to do this, you should pick 3 keywords and just kind of go from there. So for instance, for me, one of mine was be balanced as far as like your alkalinity, like your pH level in your body. Yeah. And then another is fresh. I want people to understand and know that the ingredients we use are nothing but the freshest, and you'll feel fresh and new after you drink it. And lastly is health, because you should be doing this for your health and to maintain a healthy lifestyle. So once you discover your core values, you can then go ahead and pick your name, which is probably one of the hardest things to do. At least it was for me. I took like a month trying to just pick a name, and I think everybody closest to me was about to shoot me because I was so annoying. Like, oh, what do you think of this? What do you think of this? Do you like this? Like, it was hard. But I think one piece of advice I would give when it comes to picking a name is that, don't think too hard. That's what I did in the beginning. I was thinking way too hard, and I was putting too much pressure on this name when I should have looked at my core values and pretty much just let it tell me. So being that some of my core values were both fresh and to be balanced and alkalinized, I went with the name Fresh, but I had a little play on it. I put pH fresh as in pH balance, to stay balanced. So there you go. That was my name. And so just look at your core values and really see how you could go from your core values to your name. So just relax. It is a hard thing to pick because it is the name of your brand, but just try not to stress over it too much and just let it come to you. So next, you should study your competition, see what everybody else is doing, the trends that are going on, see what type of marketing strategies people are doing, like the color schemes and stuff that are going on right now. Just study your competition heavily. I try to study my competition at least 2 to 3 times a week because things are always changing. There's a million juice companies, not even just in the United States, but I'm saying all across the world. So I've even studied some juice companies like in Mexico and stuff. So, I mean, yes, the closer the company is to you, the better, because, their market is somewhat of your market as well. But when you study across the globe, you see different trends and different things that might not have quite made it to the US yet. So you might get a head start on that. You should also create a customer avatar. So yes, if you played Sims or whatever, it's pretty much like that. Be extremely specific. So you're gonna, decide male or female. You're gonna decide their age. You're even gonna give this avatar a name. So when I did for mine, I went a little extreme. Actually, kind of made one, like literally, like made one, like drew it out. I colored it in, everything. It was a woman, early 30s, with 1 to 2 children. Her name was Brianna. And me and Brianna have fun. We have great talks. She tells me, what things she needs next, because your avatar will do that. When you look at your avatar, it's your key demographic, the people that you are wanting to sell to. So when you look at it, it tells you what they want to see, what they want in their juices, what they gravitate to. So make sure you dive deep into creating this avatar, because when you feel lost, when you don't know what you should be doing as far as like marketing or even any type of branding, anything at all, your avatar, he or she, will tell you exactly what you should be doing. So developing your recipe. Okay, and guys, listen, all of these tips aren't in any specific order. It's just some things that you should be doing in the beginning stages of creating your juice company. So don't be too extreme on, oh, she said to do this first, second. No, you could do this in any order. So yeah. The next thing you should do is develop your recipes. Now, this is the most important, because if you have a disgusting recipe, it's not going to sell. People aren't going to want it. If you have terrible things in your recipe, it's not going to be good. If you have 10 pounds of carrots and 1 apple, that's probably not going to taste very good. So make sure you develop a really good recipe that people are going to enjoy and is also beneficial to one's health. For me, when I was developing my recipes, I went to the library and checked out a ton of books, and I dove deep into a bunch of like nutritional books. And because one of my core values is alkalinity and the balance of one's body, I really dove deep into foods that are high in alkalinity. So some of the books that I highly suggest that you check out or order online, I ordered some on Thrift Books. Thrift Books is one of my all-time favorite places to order books, because they're gently used or extremely used, whatever, but they're still in good condition. They're still readable, and they're extremely cheap, and you get like free shipping. At least I always do. I think if you order over $20 or $30, it's free shipping. I don't remember, but Thrift Books for everything. So this one, the Encyclopedia of Healing. Yes. It's really good. It just goes over a bunch of different juices and the benefits of the juice and the juice combination, if it is a combination for the body. So I highly recommend this one. It is a little dated, but I mean the knowledge is still relevant. The next book I highly recommend is Juice Fasting and Detoxifying for Life. So this one is mainly about the detoxifying process in one's body and the different juices and stuff that help the detoxification process, and the importance of fasting in your daily life. So another book is the Suja Juice Solution, and it just had a couple of different recipes that I really liked, and it talked about the benefits of the different juices. So once you develop your recipes, I would suggest starting off with at least your top 3 or 4 of them. I wouldn't go too crazy, because the more recipes you have, more produce you'll have to purchase, as well as the more inventory you'll have to have. So keep that in mind, especially when you're first starting off. You're kind of doing this in your kitchen or someone's kitchen, and you're just starting off small, so you don't want to have too much produce, too much inventory, because the more produce and inventory you have, the more you have to store it. So just keep all of that in mind. So once you develop your recipes, just start thinking about what types of bottles you'll be using. You could choose between glass or plastic? The great debate. For me, I chose plastic mainly because I know when I get glass bottles, I always get so worrisome about them breaking because I have two pit bulls and they're extremely rowdy. So I know if I leave it on a table or if I just have it sitting on the ground, or heck, if I'm walking them and I have it in my hand and they jolt, I'm gonna drop it and it's gonna break. I really did want to choose glass because of the environmental aspect of it. You know, it's good for our environment, it's good for the planet. But I don't know, I just went with plastic, at least for this first run. It's also lighter, so if you were to mail them, how I know some juice companies are starting to do now, it won't be as heavy. So just you know, take some time, think about where you see your company going and what kind of aesthetic you think you want your juice to have. So once you pick the type of bottle you're going to have, you need to decide the size of the bottle that you're going to have. So I went with the 12-ounce bottle mainly because when I personally drink bottles of juice, when I get like the 16 ounces, it's almost overwhelming a little bit. You know, I like to drink my juice kind of all in one shot or all in one sitting. So when I get the 16 ounce, even though it is only like 4 ounces more, I don't know, it's just like a tinge too much. So I ended up going with the 12 ounce, and this is what it looks like. This is one of my carrot-based juices. So quite possibly one of the more tedious parts of this whole process is selecting where to purchase your bottles and labels from. I spent almost a week going back and forth with companies, looking for which company to go with. The company that I ended up going with is Captiva Containers. They're based out of Miami, and they are USA made plastic bottles, PET. They are, hold on, let's see if I can say this, polyethylene terephthalate PET, essentially PET. They're extremely sturdy bottles, and they're really clear, as you can see, and they're 100% recyclable. So that is, since I didn't go with glass, I did need something that was going to be at least somewhat environmentally sound. So that's why I went with these. I really enjoy them. I like them a lot. So for the 12-ounce bottles from Captiva Containers, they're 52 cents a unit, and you get 456 bottles per case. And it does include the caps, and you get to pick the colors of your caps. I just went with clear, so it comes out to $237.12 for 456 units of the 12-ounce from Captiva. One of the hardest, if not the hardest, things that I've come across thus far is finding the labels because they're extremely expensive. Definitely do your research and look online for label companies all across the US. I ended up getting my first round from a local vendor and barely purchased them like 2 days ago, so they should be here like a day or two. They look good so far from what the photos that they sent me. So once I get those, I'll do another video. But definitely do a lot of research and compare prices and stuff. For my 12-ounce square bottle, I ended up getting a 1 3/4 inch by 5-inch label. So it should pretty much go from the top to the bottom to the side to the side. I'm hoping, at least. We'll see when they get here. But when they do, I'm definitely going to do another video. So that's that. I hope it was informative for you. And if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up on Instagram, sev.hernandez, or you can hit me up on my juice company's Instagram, Fresh, PHRESH, juice. Or you can email me, freshjuiceco@gmail. But yeah, don't forget to follow, subscribe, hit the alert thing, whatever. There's definitely going to be more videos. I'm going to be cataloging my entire journey through this juice process. So please tag along and subscribe.